You know what time it is. Let's go, NEO. Right now, a special celebration is happening at the Greater Cleveland Aquarium. It is putting the spotlight on sharks and stingrays. Our Caitlin Hunt joins us live this morning at the aquarium with an up-close look at some of those animals. And the teaser right there, Caitlin, they're kind of swimming around right there behind you.
Yes, we're here with the stingrays. I know this morning there's been a lot of feedback from our control room and you, Mike Holden, about stingrays, but I think they're friendly. I think they're their buddies, and it's actually feeding time for the stingrays. So Ray is back here, who's one of the curators here at the aquarium. It's feeding time, right?
It is. So these guys get fed twice a day. Usually in the morning we'll do it with the staff, and then in the afternoon we open it up to the public. It's one of our free activities you can do every day of the week when you come here at 3:30.
Well, awesome. Well, I'm going to try to feed these guys. So, Ray, can we trade jobs for a little bit? Give you the mic.
I'll hang on to that.
You explain what I'm going to do here.
So you're going to take a piece of shrimp out of the bowl. Okay. You're going to tuck that in your hand like we were talking about earlier. Keep your thumb tucked on the inside, just like that. And then you're going to reach in about elbow deep, keeping that food pointed up, and just be patient. They're going to swim right over top of your hand and suck that up like a vacuum cleaner.
I'll wait till we get a little break here. I don't want to startle anyone with food, but it looks like they're excited. Okay, here we go.
Yeah.
Go deep.
So reach in, just be patient. They'll come right to you.
Oh my gosh. Did he get it, buddy?
Yeah, got it.
Ah, awesome. That was cool.
Yeah,
I know when we were talking off camera, Ray, we were saying that, oh, someone else is hungry. You can go ahead and feed. Sorry. But it felt like a vacuum, and that's what it did. It just felt like real sort of slick and slippery. And one thing you mentioned, you do these feedings daily here at the aquarium. And so obviously it's to educate the public, but it actually helps these guys out, right?
It does. So the different variations of feeding we do participate and contribute to the enrichment of the animals. So when we talk about enrichment in a zoo and aquarium setting, we're talking about ways to get the animals to engage in behaviors that they would use in the wild. And so for these guys, it's all about foraging. They're going to forage for their food, usually in the sand. Those flaps on the front of their head let them dig around and burrow around for things like clams and shrimp and crabs and mussels that are often buried in the substrate out in the ocean. So here, by having to individually interact with each one of our guests' hands, each one of those becomes a different, unique presentation than the last. So it's always something new and novel for them while they're foraging. So it always changes things up and gets them to interact. And then we'll also do, with like the mussels and stuff we have here, what we call a broadcast feed, where we basically just spread this all out, and then they'll start to forage for this off the ground like they would in the wild.
Wow. So it's, like you said, it's teaching not only us humans, but also them about, you know, how to forage, get their food. So great.
Yeah, absolutely. It's all part of that process, and keeping the animals healthy and active, and you know, making sure they're good and happy with what they're doing here.
Yeah. Well, I mean, again, they were really friendly when I gave them a piece of food here. So, like you said, just another thing you can do here at FinFest. Obviously, it's going for the next several weeks here in August, but. Guys, that was cool. You should come to the aquarium. Maybe that would change your guys' mind about these stingrays. I don't get it. They're friendly. Like we were talking earlier off camera. Yes, my arm is wet right now. You might get a little bit of splash, but they're just really friendly creatures. If you're looking at the bottom, they look like they're smiling at you. I don't get it. I'm not here for the stingray hate here this morning.
You were
so
far
change
braver,
your mind, guys.
far braver than so many of us, Caitlin. What did it feel like? You said a vacuum. Like, do they have teeth?
Honestly, it did. Well, no, there's no teeth. They just kind of sucked it right up when I held it out there. Yeah, exactly. So it was really simple. It was really easy. I do have to admit, I was telling Ray before we started, I was a little nervous, but it's fine. It was a cool experience. Where else am I going to do this, Mike Holden?
I mean, one of the crown jewels of Cleveland. You got to embrace it. Caitlin, thank you so much. You're the best. We'll see you at 10:30.